Hello, hello. We'll give everybody a couple minutes to hop on as we always do. I've got the fabulous Miss Lynette Soyer with us. There's Shirley hopping on. You've got Nancy. Hey, Crystal. Y'all say hello when you're popping on. Oh my goodness. This is always my favorite part, seeing how many people are on here. There's Tammy. Got another one today. Boom.
Am.
There's Patty. Hello, hello. Okay. Hello. Hello from New York. Oh my gosh, I love it. There's Noelle. Hi, Lynette. Hi, Logan. Hi, Mama. Hi from Nancy in Nebraska. Okay. Perfect. We've got like 20-ish people on here and it's 8:01. So we'll go ahead and kick it off. First of all, I know I was just talking to Lynette about this, but I was like, I'm kind of sad that this promotion is ending. But the great thing about it is just because the promotion is ending doesn't mean that the sponsoring has to end, because Lynette was like, I had one that I was talking to today that I was about to get. And same thing with me. She was like, okay, we'll talk about it tomorrow. I was like, no, we need another drawing tonight. But just because the promotion's ending doesn't mean we get to stop sponsoring. But Tammy did have another one today, which I think that brought us to 35. So awesome job, Tammy. You are absolutely crushing it. Oh my gosh. And I feel like I want to continue to keep track just to see, because Tammy and her team are absolutely taking off. So amazing job. And tonight, I am so excited to be able to be here with Lynette, who is going to be sharing all about her success during this promotion. And I feel like what a better person to share about how she's making this work during this time, because she is literally the world's busiest human. She was just telling me all about it. She has so much going on, and she's still making time for this business and succeeding and doing such an awesome job. So Miss Lynette, hello, how are you?
I'm great. Thank you so much for the opportunity and for having me tonight. So I hope I can, share something, say something that's going to help someone else down the road.
Of course you are. So happy to have you here sharing with us. So first off, I guess we'll just kind of kick it off by talking about your why when it comes to sharing Truora, with potential new consultants or even just with customers. What's your why?
Well, first of all, I'm loving my skin. It continues to improve daily with these amazing products. And a lot of times people will look at me and they compliment you on your skin.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, thank you very much. I just love my skin, and I'm like, just look at it. And I actually pinch my skin. And I'm like, I've never had the elasticity in my skin like I do now. And they're like, oh my gosh. I'm like, feel it. I mean, I'll let people touch my face.
Yeah.
I'm like, you can feel my face. I don't mind. But I'm loving my skin. So why are we keeping it a secret? I share Truora with everybody. And it's really easy for me to share. Yes, I'm a flight attendant. I see a lot of people. I work with a lot of different people. But, if it's someone that I'm new and haven't seen before, sometimes it just comes out, well, I have a side gig, or I always have my hand cream out on a plane. Trust me, our hands are so dry. And they're like, oh, what's this? And, oh, I've never heard of it. And I say, well, we're a private family-owned company. And I said, I love what I do. And if you'd like to know more, I'd love to share it with you.
Absolutely. Shirley asked in the chat, she said, do you share with passengers ever? Have you done that? You don't?
Well, it's happened.
Yes.
It has happened. It's kind of discreet. Like if they see me, it's happened. I don't go up to people on a plane, but it's happened in like my galley, or they see my hand cream out.
And they're like, what are you using?
Something. I'm like, oh, you want to try something? I mean, I have done that.
I love it. Absolutely.
And they're clients of mine.
Oh my gosh. Of course they are. I mean, you get it on people's skin and they're like, yes, of course. I love it. I know, but it's hard not to. Yeah, it is. It's hard not to share when it's this good. So I love it.
If I could put it on a beverage card, I would.
here, you try it. You try it. Just give them their drink and a little squirt of the hand cream. Why not? You know? Oh my gosh, too funny. So you have seen great success during this sponsoring campaign. What is it that you have focused on that you think has made you so successful during this time with sponsoring new consultants, or even you were talking to me about your new customers too?
Well, when the promotion started, I made a list of people I've already spoken to, who I want to speak to. I tend to look at my clients.
Yeah.
Those that are already using the product and they love the product. That's actually who I've been sponsoring, are my clients. And the first one approached me the beginning of this promotion. She's moved on. She's had a tragedy in her life many years ago, and she's moved on and moved finally into a different home. And she's like, you know what? I want to do something for me, and I want to have fun with my girlfriends. And she goes,
Perfect.
tell me more. I want to know more. I was like, that's not the reason why I went to her house. I went just for a glass of wine to catch up on
Yeah.
that, you know? And she's like, I want to know more. I'm like, oh, okay. And so I shared with her, and she's like, let me think about it. And then there's promotion, there was something going on within a day or two. I'm like, can you join right now? And she was having trouble, and I'm on a plane already working. And so my sponsor, Becky, helped her get through.
I love it. I love it. Like, let's get this ball rolling. I love it. What about the other new consultants that you've sponsored?
The second one is, they all were on my team before.
Okay.
The second one was somebody that's out of state in Michigan, and she was a previous consultant. I've never physically met her in person.
Yeah.
I've kept in touch with her, and it was a timing thing. And I've offered this opportunity to her for probably at least 2 years now.
Wow.
And somehow we got to chit chatting. I think it was in June. She became a TLC client. It's like, oh my God, I'm just loving this stuff. And she's a nurse background. She understands the microbiome. I mean, she's perfect, right?
Yeah.
And so we were talking a couple of weeks ago, and she's like, she goes, I love this product, but it's kind of expensive. And, just went on that road. I said, I got an idea. She's like, what? I'm like, told her about the new kit. She's like, oh, okay, well, sign me up. I was like, okay, we'll just transfer. So, I said, I might have to, keep you on the phone, because you have to transfer a few things.
Yeah.
From TLC to consultant. So that was my second one.
Perfect.
And she sold 1,300 her first full weekend of doing Truro.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
That's amazing. So what did you, I know you have one more as well, but that makes me wonder what kind of like onboarding or what kind of help or support did you give her to get started? Or was she just kind of like, here's what I'm going to do and hit the ground running?
Well, she already had the product because she was a client. So she didn't have to wait for her kit.
Okay. So that helps.
So it helped that she already had her, and she's not close to me. So it's not like I can, find her the product up, ahead of time. So she already had the product, and she just went at it. And I'm just like going, oh my gosh, this is so cool. Now she's not as tech savvy. She's a little bit older. So we've had some challenges with that, but
clearly she's working regardless.
Yeah, that didn't stop her.
Yeah.
So don't let it stop. And I try to teach, anybody, you don't need to know everything about everything.
Yes.
Just get the product on the people.
Absolutely.
Product on people. That's something that we've been taught, POP. So product on people.
Yeah, I love that.
I have to share one more thing. This is my other why. I don't know if y'all can see that.
Yes, I can see it.
So my daughters are 17 and 20, and very super proud of them and what they do, because they kind of follow after their mom. So they're in leadership roles in their jobs too. So
good. That's amazing. Of course, proud mama. I love it. That's a good why for sure. Beautiful family, Lynette. Yes, they are. Okay. So then you talked about, and you have a third, don't you? New consultant.
I do. And she's a busy single mom of two boys. One's in 5th grade and the other one's in 8th grade. Busy mom. She's actually my real estate agent that's helping me with the sale of my parents' home. I just moved my parents a few weeks ago into independent living and going through an estate sale and liquidating a house in the next 2.5 weeks.
All the things going on. And look, here you are sitting with me, better together. It's like she's got all these things going on. And that's kind of what I wanted to talk about too, is I was telling you, I feel like most of the time, something that keeps people either from joining, from saying yes, or even, from building a team in this business is that time management piece. Can you talk a little bit to how you are able to manage that and how you are still so successful in this business when you have so many other things going on and you're world's busiest person?
Wow. I was telling Logan, I do a lot of texting, and I do things when I'm not supposed to while I'm working, but I'm a big texter, especially when we have special sales and things like that. You know, it's a priority. So it's like, today I've got a million things going on this morning, but I'm like, you know what? I need to make time today to talk to a few people about joining Trora. And, they're like, it was a no, and that doesn't mean not now. I mean, it just means not now, not forever.
Yeah, it
But
doesn't mean
and the other
forever.
one's like, can we talk on Friday? She's a flight attendant. She's taking care of her mother. She's
Yeah.
running out the door tomorrow for a trip. And she's like, Friday would be really good. I'm like, sure.
Absolutely.
So it's a timing thing. And so there's just different parts of my day when I'm at work where I can say, okay, where can I put some time either to texting a few clients, calling a few clients, things like that. So
Yeah.
I do try to do something in my business every day, whether it's posting on my page. Just, hey, how are you doing with your skincare? Do you have any questions? Have you taken a picture lately? Make sure to take pictures. And they're like, I'm not going to show you. I'm like, okay, you don't have to show me, but
Take them for yourself. Yeah, take a picture.
track your journey with Trora. I really want to get your feedback on how you're doing with your product. So I do a lot of that.
Mhm.
Um,
I think
still
that's
make
perfect
lists.
though. If it were easy, then everybody would do it. And I think you do have to make that conscious decision, and make it a priority. And it doesn't have to be something that takes all day. I mean, like you just said, pick one thing to do each day. And that's what, I think a lot of the hesitation is, especially we were talking about the younger generation. They're like, I don't have the time doing a million different things. And it really is so doable if you just pick one thing, follow up with one person, or post one thing on social media that day. Because this business can look so many different ways for so many different people. And I think that's the beauty of it. So you're a perfect example of how it can work for everyone. And you really just kind of have to prioritize it. And I know you did say it's a timing thing. So will you share with everybody that, because was it these three, or maybe, no, it was your 4 new TLC customers, right? You said you had actually talked to them about the product before, right?
Yes, I was looking at our new format with our website. I have 5 new clients this month, and I'm like, wow, like, how did that happen? It's people I've talked to before about the product, and 2 or 3 of them approached me. They're like, hey, I'm ready for your stuff. I'm like, oh, you are? I'm like, okay. I mean, we're flying on a flight at 9, 10 o'clock at night, and I happen to have Wi-Fi on that flight. So we're like, okay, let's just do it right now. So people are sleeping. We're like, I'm signing her up as a TLC, so sometimes I do have that luxury to do that. But
Yeah.
these are people, some of them I've talked to this when we first opened 3.5 years ago. And I think sometimes want to see if you're still doing it. They're
Mhm.
checking your accountability.
Yeah.
I have been asked if I've ever put a needle or done Botox to my skin. I have never put a needle to my face.
Yeah.
I'm allergic to a lot of things. And I'm like, you know what? I love everything
The
about this
product, the fact that
So,
you haven't.
yeah.
I love it. But I think that's so important too, because like you said, a no isn't a forever no, it's a no right now. And that's a perfect example of those 5 new clients who they're not new people that have come into your life. They're people that you have mentioned either about the opportunity or you've mentioned the product, and they're coming back around full circle, So I think it's that whole notion of no means not right now, not no forever.
Correct.
So that is perfect.
This is the best time to sponsor. I mean, we're coming into the biggest selling season of the year, and I'm trying to encourage people. I did a Facebook Live on my TLC group, and basically just saying, share this with you have your mom, your best friend, your sister, a couple of your coworkers. I mean, why not share True Aura to help, pay for your habit,
Yes. Yeah,
And,
absolutely.
this is best. I think this is the best opportunity we have out there and the best product. So
It
don't keep it a
absolutely
secret.
is.
We need to be sharing this so much. with
I
everybody.
know, I know. And, you know, we are a new baby company and not a lot of people have heard about us. And I think that is such a positive thing. It really, really is, because it gives you so many talking points. And I was telling Lynette before we got on, you really just kind of have to ask, like she said, make it a priority and ask. Before we were on, actually, one of my longtime TLCs from the day that we launched, she started supporting me and she's been a TLC from day one. And today she texted me and was like, hey, one of my coworkers was telling me that her daughter has super sensitive skin. And I told her about Truora. So could you give me some samples to let her try? And I was like, first of all, we have this new nifty link that I can send you to send to her that she can just put her address in and I can send her the samples. So that was really nice. But I was like, I know you love the product and you just honestly need to join me in this business, because honestly, you would be making money for what you just did instead of me making money off of the customers that you're giving me. And of course she was like, okay, perfect. We'll talk later this week. You know, she's a teacher too, so she can't really text and talk about that all during the day. But I think it's so important just to follow up and ask the question exactly how you're saying. So I know we talked about your first two new consultants, but with your third new consultant, how did you ask her? Because I know she was an existing or a past consultant too.
We already talked about all three.
Oh, we did already talk about all three. Okay,
Yeah.
well, perfect. Well, perfect. Okay. So then what are your next steps for your new consultants?
Well, of course, helping them get product on people. I mean, the third one is my real estate agent, and she's in
Oh,
the
yes, that's
leadership role with her agency, which ends tomorrow. I'm like, okay, so after tomorrow, after the 30th, we need.
This is what we need to do. Let's get going.
You know, of course, my calendar is busy too with an estate sale this weekend. So I have Sunday. I said, let's do brunch. Let's do brunch on Sunday with a few friends. I said, get a few girlfriends together, and she's like, okay. So I think I'll be pretty
Awesome.
exhausted after I finish Friday and Saturday at 4 o'clock. But
Yeah, seriously, Friday, Saturday, why not add something Sunday too, you know?
I let them know my calendar, and I'm like, hey, you know, you have as little of me as you want or as much of me as you want.
That's
You just
perfect.
you have to let me know what you want.
Yeah, they're in the driver's seat.
I'm here for you. And if I don't have the answer, you know, Becky and Tammy do. And
Yeah,
this is a business that, you know, we're all in this together.
that's so
And I
perfect.
tell a lot of people, I'm like, you're going to hear more about this company. We are the leading edge in skincare. I said, we're usually
right.
2 to 3 years ahead of everybody. I said, you might be hearing about microbiome now. I've been learning about it for 4 years.
Yes,
So
absolutely.
this is where it's at.
Absolutely. So with that brunch that you're talking about on Sunday, will you kind of lead that for her? How will that look?
You know what? I probably will, because I don't
Yeah.
think she's put a product on a person yet. And
Yeah.
so I will probably just have her watch me,
Okay,
and
perfect.
I'll keep it really simple. I usually do core 4, and I might do the day treatment and the eye cream.
Okay, perfect.
I
And then you
keep it
just
really
kind of
simple and
talk
do
a
it
little
before
bit
I
about the
have to.
microbiome and stuff like that.
I try to keep it really simple.
Yeah.
It's been a while since I've done a startup like that. It's been a while, actually, you know, because with COVID and everything. And
Yeah, absolutely. I know
I've
we haven't been able to put product on people.
done more one-on-ones with new people, getting them started maybe with a friend, not
Yeah.
2 or 3 friends. So
Well, that'll be fun then. A nice little brunch to
make
look
it
forward
casual,
to
make it
on
fun.
Sunday.
Really
Yeah.
keep it simple. But you know, when you do a day treatment and eye cream on them, they see a difference, especially with the day cream and or the day treatment, excuse me. They
Yeah.
see a really big difference. And make sure you take a before picture and then take an after picture. I
Absolutely.
use the photo grid app and do a side by
Okay.
side. And then I save it as a photo and I share it with them.
That's
Like, well,
perfect.
what do you see? What do you see? Ask them first, what do they see different in their skin? Let them answer first.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, that's so great. I think it's so important now. Well, hopefully, we hope this whole thing is slowing down, but that we're actually able to get person to person and put product on people is so important, because the product really does speak for itself. So, what would you say to someone who is ready to start sponsoring, ready to start building their team? What advice would you give them?
Don't prejudge.
I love that.
Ask everyone. You should start, as we've been taught from our leaders, start at the mountain when you're doing, you know, when I'm with a group of people or one person, you want to start with the opportunity always.
Yeah.
And then, you know, TLC. And if they don't want to commit to that, retail. But with TLC, I mean, we kind of have this, we kind of laugh in our group now, but we're like, trust me, just trust me, or I usually say, I've got you. You know what? Don't worry. I've got you. I will take care of you. I will help you along the way. Don't worry about your next order. We will walk through this together and see what you need.
Yep.
What are you low on? What do you want to maybe change to? Don't get caught up in any of that. I'm going to handle it for you
That's
or help you
perfect.
with it.
Yeah. And I think that's part of the magic of TLC, right? Is that they don't have to be in charge of their order if they don't want to. You are there for them to be their store and help them out if they want it. But then they have that freedom also because the website and the app are so user friendly that they can edit it themselves if they want.
Right. So it's maybe the first or two, and then you can just walk them through it because, I might have their username and password for their first one. And if they change it, it's fine. But
Yeah.
I definitely like to go step by step and help them with their second or third order. And then they usually are
Absolutely.
good to go.
Beth asked, do you do the day treatment or bio lift for demo?
I've been doing day treatment.
Day treatment.
Treatment
Okay.
and eye cream. BioLift is my my ultimate fave because I'm so dry with flying.
Yeah.
I can't live without it. My face soaks it up like a sieve. But I see quicker results with the day treatment.
Day
It kind of
treatment.
reminds me of something we had before, but it gets me more instant results.
Okay.
If that makes any sense. And I make sure I put it on their eyelid as well.
Okay.
And there's a little trick to that. So if you put up the day treatment on the eyelid and the eye
Uh-huh.
cream, hold up your eyebrows just for about 10 seconds.
Really?
Let it dry. Give them an instant eye lift.
I'm gonna have to try that tonight. As I'm like, hold up the eyebrow, 10 seconds. Okay, good. Well, I love the treatment products too. I'm a night treatment gal myself because of my discoloration. So that's the one I always go to, but that's good to know with that little trick. I'm gonna have to try it myself. But that's great advice for someone who wants to start building their team. Ask everyone because literally, like you said, no is not a forever no. And those people that you ask today that say no today might be reaching out months or years down the line, like your 5 new customers this month. And then your 3 new consultants in the last 2 months. So that's amazing. So is there anything else that you would like to share in terms of how you're planning on reaching new consultants or anything else you'd like to share about your 3 new consultants that you've sponsored so far?
Oh, wow. Just help them along the journey. Be there for them. Try to let them know, I don't want to be pushy, but I'm here to help you any way you want, you want help. And they're like, I joined at the wrong time. I'm too busy. I'm like, hold on.
Yeah.
I said, just can you carry the hand cream with you? Can you carry some mascara with you with some wands? And when you're, with a friend or two, just say, hey, can I get your opinion on something? That is valuable. Can I get your feedback? Can I get your opinion?
I like that.
Huge. Always be purse ready. I am never without my hand cream and very rarely without anything else in my bag. So it's usually right now it's lip glosses. I have them
Yeah.
everywhere. So every time I'm flying, I'm like, who wants to try the new lip gloss? And like,
I love
I
that.
always have some to sell. I'm a cash and carry girl when it comes to my job. Now,
Yeah.
I don't keep a lot of inventory on my shelf. And if you see anything on my shelf, I actually covered it tonight because it's messy. But it's just what my family uses.
Yep.
And I might stock up when it's Valentine's Day or Christmas or what have you, because I will be doing an open house and I'll be doing it mid-November, doing it before Black Friday. And the last year was my best one yet during COVID. Believe it or not.
Really?
I had 12 people. I can't remember how much my sales were, but last November was my highest sales month ever in my entire career. It was almost $10,000.
Holy cow.
And
Wait, from one event?
I don't know how that happened. I really don't.
I'm like,
A
wait.
lot of texting. I think that was the skincare clearance sale that helped too. So
Yeah. That was good too. I know. And see, that's another thing that it's like COVID's not an excuse, it's these days you can connect without having someone face to face, So anyway.
I liked I loved Crystal a few weeks ago, and it brought back something that you might forget about: FaceTime facials.
Yes.
This is something I'm trying to work on. I have a few ladies who have samples and they're in other states. And like, hey, they haven't used them yet, and I've already known they haven't because now they're not getting back to me. I'm like, I have a great idea. And so I'm waiting for them to respond. I'm like, how about a FaceTime facial? Let me walk you through this and it'll take only 5 minutes.
Have you done one yet?
No, I'm
No?
still working on it.
Okay, no, but that's such a good idea because I did the same thing, sent out so many samples. And when I followed up, they're like, I haven't gotten a chance to use them yet. So maybe I'll be like,
So I'm
FaceTime.
trying now to figure out how to get more urgency on it. So
Yeah.
I've already did that spin on it after Crystal a few weeks ago. I'm like, okay, I haven't heard back. There's only like 4 of them. But
Okay.
okay, how can you get them off the pot? That's
Yeah.
the next challenge. So Tammy, I know you're listening. So tips, please.
I love it. And I love that you're working it. Crystal, book it, sister. That's right. And that actually brings me to, I know that this promotion is over and I know I've already said that doesn't mean the sponsoring ends, but these Better Together consultant-led sessions are going to continue. And I'm so excited about it. And we're going to be focusing on social media and holiday selling because like you said, our biggest season it's coming up and we have so much to talk about. And there are so many amazing women, including Lynette in this business who are so successful that we want to continue to have them share. We're going to be, revamping some of those party planners that we've had in the past. We want to make sure to share those and encourage everybody to just kind of keep this momentum going. Everyone has been working so hard, not only, sponsoring these new consultants, but with sales. And we want to just keep going. Tammy, holidays are our jam. Yes, they are. I love it. Well, I mean, clearly I'm still going to be thinking about your party last November with COVID. I'm going to have to be asking you about that, Lynette, but we have amazing things that are still going to come. So make sure you guys continue to register for these Better Together sessions. Those links are always on Facebook. And like I said, continue to keep an eye out for those new consultants and let's keep this sponsoring rolling, even though this promotion is ending. We're going to have some new challenges for you guys. So I want to thank you again, Lynette, so much for taking the time. I know you're busy life. You've got so much going on, but we so appreciate you sharing your success with us and sharing tips with us. It's so valuable to hear from other people who are doing amazing things. So I want to say thank you once again.
You're welcome. And I hope someone learned something new tonight.
Of course, I know I did. So I know that other people are too. Thank you for sharing. Oh, wait, hang on. You got lots of thanks coming in. I want to make sure I don't miss any questions. Thank you. Colton. If you get too many consultants, send them my way. We need a warehouse here. That's Shirley. I love her. Okay, perfect. Well, thank you again, Lynette. And guys, we will see you next Wednesday. I believe we have is next Wednesday the first Wednesday of October? It is. Oh my gosh, we're gonna have Miss Ashley Hearn on talking about the basics of sharing. We're gonna be talking about sharing posts, sharing stories, and she's gonna be giving some insight into how she shares, and it's gonna be amazing. So make sure you guys register for next week. Thank you again, Lynette, and I will chat with you all soon. Bye, guys.